There we go. Okay. Okay. Now that all of the problems are fixed. Hi, I'm Antizark, and I am doing all the quests in Everquest. Currently, you're joining me right about, let's see, where is the J? Here we go. I have completed right around, there you go, 2,034 quests. We are on, if you look at the main zones, we are somewhere in the 50 going on 60 area. I finished the Lesser Fate arc as well as all of the previous zones for that. Um, and moving forward with that, I didn't start streaming really heavily while I was doing that because I was in Afghanistan beforehand. So we're just going to pick up here and we're going to see how it goes. I have done the stuff in the Isle of Mara and those situations and places. I'm going to look into. There was a website that I went to that was talking about um, uh, the zone timeline. There we go. Yeah, so zones by level and looking at the things, and I'm doing more than just the zones. I'm going. Keanu's gonna be awesome in that. Uh, Sorry, Keanu. All right, so nice free advertising there for Cyberpunk 2077. Um, so you start out, you've got these two areas. You can actually do those, even if you're on the other faction. The key is to betray. So once I get to about 100-ish, I think I'm gonna head in there and check that out. But we'll get there. The next thing you go to is your standard districts and stuff like that, and those are fine. And then if you start in like the Dark Woods, Dark Lake Wood, the Greater Fadark or Timber Steep, Frostfang Sea, I started in Frostfang myself and I actually went to Greater Fadark, which actually, I did not know that, but makes that my home city. And I have a house in Kino, so I'm probably actually going to eventually do the quests to move cities, which should add more quests to my quest log. And that's going to be getting all the that's going to be at the point where I'm just getting all the tedious, silly stuff, you know. So just all the things that just happen to count as quests. Um, then you move on to your Antonica Common Lands. Um, you would think that there were other ones that go in this, and there are, but it's actually the Greater Fate Arc. So, and these two or these four that go into that as well. So, I went ahead and I got up to 20 here, and and then I finished all of these because you can stop right in the middle. It's fine, but it gets a little annoying for all of these and then coming back and doing them all again. So I figured, even though I do like to do things at level, I figured I'd just go ahead and get that done. So then, because what I'm doing is I go to the whatever the next 10 is with two extra so that I can wear the mastercrafted armor. So right now I'm 62, the last one was 52, the one before that was 42, that kind of stuff, so that I can wear the mastercrafted of the next set. So also, as you see, I've got my prismatic, which I'm working right now on my prismatic 2.0 with the Peacock Club timeline. Currently, this quest is not part of that, but oh, active. Um, but there is one that we're working on here um, that will get me through that. Actually, that's something I should pull up. Yeah, as well. Keep these. I like the Steam version of this game a lot better because you can keep these windows on standby so that you are able to look up your stuff while you're, you know, while you're gaming. So that's always nice. Now, all right. So we need to talk to this guy because we have cleaned out this area. And this is part of the, yes, the Aket Akin timeline that goes, that works in conjunction with this quest line, the Peacock Club. Finally complete, are we? It's about time. A one-legged tortoise would have made quicker work of that task. Nonetheless, you have completed it. Now run along. Wait, I have questions. I'm probably not going to read all of these. I read them in my head, and you guys can read them if you want. But I'm probably not going to read all of them because that would just kind of get annoying. Unless you guys want me to read them, and then that's fine. I can do that. I know I have a voice of smooth chocolate, but for now, I'll just leave it at that. Now, you need to come back here. There we go. What the fuck was that? Nice. All right, cool. Actually, I think that one is, in fact, the part of the correct quest line. Because I'm currently looking for the your of set A, I think, or something like that. Trundo, yeah, Trundo's nice because he can track. If you didn't know that, if you're not in, it's close enough for one. You're not in combat. He can actually track for you, and you drop into here. All right, cool. So I think we are moving on to this point. But I want to make sure that we're in the correct area. So let's acknowledge. Auxiliary service, that's where we're at. A frightful feast is where we're at now. And I think that's when these ones tend to not be obvious. So we're going to need to, looks like we're going to need to grab some more. Yeah, so you see the lore items, we've got all of these. So here we go. What did I need? I needed um, ODAKH. So Z is not here. ODAK. Okay, we're gonna need one from the last. All right, we're gonna move that one, and we'll start looking. Keep looking for some more. The zombies have the obviously why I'm killing zombies on them. They have these runes, and I slowly got rid of um, all my extra ones. I did not look forward and realize that I needed to keep them, so whatever. But this is a good example of how to get them. Alright. What the? Okay, that's a special dog somewhere. Not sure where that dog came from. Alright. Anyway. Gonna have to... Oh, that's what it is. I've got all of those. I don't need that. Alright, that's fun. Oh, there's a... What the hell is that? Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through here and fix the overcrowding problem. What I use is the adepts and the unneeded masters. I use to keep our shards up for each level that we need. And I'm probably going to get rid of what armor we do have, because I haven't really seen anything that I can really think of that I want to keep. It's a little late here, sorry about that. Alright. And then... Interesting. Well, that one can't be done. What is this? These are... I don't think I have any. I'm not sure if I have those. I'm just going to toss them in. But I don't like doing that a whole lot because it just clogs the thing up. Because it doesn't have any sort of like, hey, you've already got these sensor, you know? Like, you've already got that particular um, style, you know? Like, you get in WoW and it's like, hey, you've, yeah, see, this one's interesting. I may actually have that. Now, if you've got the exact same item, it does do that, but you can put in, you can put the exact same, you can put two items with the exact same picture on there, and it will just be fine with that. Like, it's not going to detect that they have the same skin. So that's kind of annoying. Which would be nice if that was a, if they put that in to detect that. So that it would tell you. Alright. Now these are both leather. I think they're the same ones. But honestly, I never really liked the leather hats. And apparently those are the same as the other ones. So, there we go. So, that's taken care of. Yeah. Not always glamorous, but, you know, you get it done. And if you didn't notice what I did there, I put the, moving around, I put the transmute on my number 1 key so that I didn't have to go, you know, click, click, you know. Just makes it a lot faster and cleaner when you're trying to mass transmute things. See, got all of my little pieces. Like, I mean, it's getting a lot, actually. Like, that's an impressive amount. And this is I mean, 5 coalesced mana. Like, if that was current tier, that would be amazing. But, interesting. I've got this thing. What do I do with this thing? Why is there more appearing? Are there more appearing? Is this a... is it a weighted thing? Bring forth your offerings and they shall be blessed. Ah. Alright. There's a name tier. How about that? Alright, so that was a... here's a lore item. What do we got here? This is trash. The one bad thing about doing all this is that you rarely find items, especially on the low end, that are any good for you. Because like you'll see some items for 38, and those items were actually from the Lesser Fate arc, where they had actually kicked up the, you know, the amount of stats that they offer at this level, and it really put that into high gear. So that was kind of neat. Uh, the armor pieces had more stats, but they were not very. They dropped heavily on the armor rating, so that wasn't good. So I didn't. I kept most of all of the other stuff, but I okay. So ODAKH. So O. Okay, so DKH. DAKH. Okay, so ODAKH. So, and then this is just Tals and Zodas. Zoda, Tal, Zoda. And we'll just move all of this over here so that it auto-fills in the right spot down here. Very good. Okay. Now, time to find more zombies that have, you know, Lego blocks on them, like, or a little. They kind of like the wooden blocks with like letters and words and stuff on them. And you see, that's a Tall rune. Got a family friend named Tall. That's her actual name. She was actually married to a guy named Tall, which is apparently it's a common name, or just common enough that two people have it. Tall and Zoda. Lots of Talls, and there's a Zoda. There's a Tall. Sometimes it takes a little while to get these pieces, and I think this really was. I mean, this is the Peacock. You know, this is basically the Epic 2.0. Uh-oh, one of these. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. Little buggers. But yeah, this is pretty much before they put the epics back in the game. This was the Epic 2.0. So I mean, it's not going to be quick. You know, it's not going to be like, oh, just run up there and, you know, you should get it every time and stuff like that. So it's intended. The quest is working as intended, I should say, like that it would be annoying. I wonder if, oh, that's not the one. This is actual. And I'm looking for an ODAK8. So, yeah, actually, okay. I don't have any. I don't know why I keep opening that. I don't actually have any of those on my destroyed. So that kind of makes me feel better that I didn't actually destroy them on accident. And that's, if you've been gone a while, that's a thing that they put into the games where if you've destroyed something, you can actually pay real cash or your in-game or your game currency that you bought for money. You can use that to get your stuff back. So that's handy right there. All right, so getting very familiar with this section, but I really, um, okay, there's other stuff up here. I'm really never really been this deep. I think I've. Okay, interesting. Dervish. There are Dervish in here. They're Tomb Raiders, of course. So they've managed to get past, and good for them. A. ODAKH. Okay, so that's an Ak rune. So we just need a Ors. Okay. Those are probably important. Those little spiral things. Zodarune. Blue Scarab Amulet. Looted treasure. Okay. Right. And today is the first day I'm actually streaming on YouTube. Let's see how it goes. I mean, I think it's probably got a better, probably better than like Twitch in a way. I think the people that probably like I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, so and I don't hardly ever watch anybody on Twitch, so I think that's kind of I think you have to be a Twitch connoisseur to actually watch, or just maybe the younger generation is more into Twitch, and I'm just old with my YouTube. So I don't know. Lots of Zodarans. Like I don't need these. All right. Okay. What's over here? We haven't actually messed with these ones over here. Looks like there's okay. That's nothing over there. Oh, it's okay. It was still alive for a second. So I get a nice little work from home tomorrow. So all I've got to do is get out of my bed and sit in this chair, and I've got it all set up so that my monitors will sync with my little thing for it's like a I don't even know what you would call it, a just an extension for the monitor because it can't plug into the laptop so little. But they've done a Type C, and the cool thing about the Type C is that it pushes a lot of data. Like it can push video and mouse and keyboard and sound and network connection and all that stuff through one little tiny flat little cable, and that's quite impressive. Like I was not expecting that kind of. Oh, look here. There is a. I bet I bet that is a going to be rather important. Those little things, and that's probably going to have to find a million of those, I'm sure, before I'm done here. with all the quests and stuff. That just seems like that just seems like one of those annoying little find them, find 30 of these and that's your quest, brave knight. Alright. Yep, there you go. Okay, Zoda room. Nice. That's super helpful. Come on. You can see the annoyance here because there's one thing, but it's fine. So the a little bit of lore about this stuff that I've learned. This was a city of elves in the Eldar Forest back before, honestly, before maybe even the Shattering or the events of EQ1. Don't quote me on that one, but I do know that the Shattering caused a significant problem, and they put up these. They put up some stuff. This is the City of Eternal Life because there's a river that flows through it, and all these were elves. But then Rayotup gave everybody eternal life, but what he didn't tell them was that they were going to be zombies. So, actually, they okay. So they didn't actually. Okay, so that's what I've got to put the stuff in, and I've got to do it in the right order, or I lose all the stuff, and that's going to summon a ghost, just like the first one did, which I didn't stream. But on the first one, there was a thing like that, and and you can click on it, and it summoned a ghost, and the ghost told me things that I needed to know. But I don't know how to get to the other city, but I do know that the urn is there, or to the other area in the city. So the guy just told me that I need to go talk to the other guy, and the other guy is hidden in that. So once we get an Horus rune, we will be able to summon that guy up and talk to him. Rune of Lect. How about that? A Lect rune. Right there, Lect. It's lovely. And then there's another one right there. It's just stuff all over the place, isn't it? It's haven't really seen those a lot around. I think there were some. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but I do remember one in the starting area at least. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be like one of those, one of the quests that for mastery of the area kind of stuff. You have to go all through the zone and find all the stuff, and to get to the final boss or something. I do kind of wish all these doors were open. That would be a lot of fun just to see all the little ins and outs of the city, and they could have done a lot with lore with that. I think they just closed everything up just for simplicity. But this is such a large zone, like it's so massive. Like you would do a lot with just trying to furnish this area as far as even digital furniture and whatnot. You would have an issue with that, I think. Right. I swear to God. Give me this stupid. Oh, here we go. Yep. Running slow. Okay, here we go. There we go. It's just a temporary turn off of that thing. Let's. Yeah, these guys don't give the runes, I don't think. They should. Oh, they get pages though. Cool. Null tooth. All right, well. Oh, we're back. It's actually good that the spawn rate here is good enough to just do a big circle and then you're fine. Um, you guys might notice that I'm not pressing a whole bunch of buttons on this stuff, even though there's only like one line. So I'm not doing control and all that other stuff to do everything. I'm actually running macros. So the way and I'll run you through since we've got a little bit of time here, I'll run you through my philosophy on the macro. I had a very successful Shadow Knight. So, of course, we get a Rune of Horus as soon as I start talking about it. But anyway, that's fine. So, Swift Attack is ability that the Crusaders get. And then the first thing I want to do is Taunt. There's a few ways to do that. There's an AoE straight up taunt, which is good. This one's a really nice taunt, and it also reduces mitigation to arcane, which is great for just the first thing you want to do is debuff. Yeah, of course, as much as you can. So the next thing I do is I try to stun everybody. I drop a AoE to try and get damage done. And also, it has a 20% chance to stun, but not epics, of course. And then the next one is just a straight AoE damage, because sometimes you miss. And this one has a certain amount of enemies it can hit. This one just hits fucking everybody for real. So this one this one's 8. This one is also 8. I don't believe it when it says 8, because it really does hit everybody. But these two will hit just about everybody that's sitting around there usually. So the next thing you want to do, because this does take a little bit of time, like it takes 1 second, 1.09 seconds to cast. So we're gonna hit those quick, and then we're gonna power up and throw down some Doom Judgment 2, which also hits 8 people. Takes a second to cast. I mean, these, you can put these however you want. I just wanted to make sure I got a throw out for damage and something quick, because when you're running through these things, you really want to get all these enemies and stuff like that. And actually, this one might actually be. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I wish you could just click and drag. That would be wonderful. This one actually might be a better one to throw on here. And then perhaps maybe a decree. Because what I really want to do is I want to get this here and in front loaded and all of these things. The reason for that, but I want to have an AoE here so I can immediately grab everybody with a really fast casting time, which is what that does, and it does damage over time. So it might do a lot of damage, but it will keep them focused on you, and it's good for keeping that interest and waiting. And these are all fast, very fast casts. 8.18 seconds, 0.36, and this one is a 107. So this one does take a second. Actually, we can drop that one back down because it does take time. That's fine. And then this one has a nice little heal. But so the idea behind this is getting my AoEs, which do a ton of damage, really set up. Because if you look at this, when we go into the much higher numbers. Uh, I've got this. I've got 15% potency when it's, when potency was just tiny and 4 was a good jump in it and you wanted every little bit of potency you could get, then 15% isn't a whole, it's a lot. It's a lot for you. But when it's thousands, 10,000s, 15% becomes a huge number and scales exponentially as they increase the numbers. So, 15% of 100 is a lot, but compared to 100, but not really that much when you look at what it actually does, the return on it, and the crit bonus as well. And it does it for the whole raid. Now, if I can front load this as I'm running into the fight, but I also want to get everybody's attention, so I do this to make me faster, and 25% easier hit bonus. Haste is 33.6, so that increases my stuff. Once I start casting faster later in the game, this will be a less of an issue, and the long cast time on this, so I can push that forward. But yeah, so the idea is to get these really just getting in there. This one actually may need to go higher there, right about there. Because this one is, in fact, a huge damage deal, but it's also a taunt. And you really want those taunts front-loaded and getting in there and really doing some damage for you. This is the taunt, and I really have it so that I put out as much threat as I possibly can. And I throw things like this onto my guy over there so that this one is amends, which is expert, so it's 48 on this one. That one does actually need to get leveled up. That's fine. And this one's expert. Honestly, I'm going to be replacing these within a short amount of time, so it's not a huge deal, but that's nice. 48%, and then of threat transfer, So that's a good amount. Even on expert. And I'll max that out whenever time comes. Ooh, excuse me. And then this one actually gives him a chance to avoid an attack, but also melee attack rather. But also gives me a little bit of defense, just a tiny amount. I mean, honestly, it's nothing but throw it on there. It's all the same. All right, cool. So I'm going to show you here the Oris Duak Ak Kon Hek. What this does is it spells out Odakh. And the first word, Oris, is Oris, and then Dakh. So that's what you're actually trying to. They say, go ask blah. And then, so the first one you get is going to be the first name. And then the last 4 or so is going to spell out the second name after the apostrophe. So, the rune of Lect in the matching space. Interesting. That's not right. In Residence Court. This is not right. Oh, we almost started tossing things in there. So apparently we're going to have to talk to somebody else. But what I did notice, this is... Yeah, we're going to have to summon somebody else. So good thing we looked at that. Residence Court. This is not Residence Court. This is a different area. Residence Court was actually behind where we started in this stream. So we're going to go back up there and get that settled. There we go. Free stuff. So yeah. I've got a few things on the bar that I want to keep tabs on as far as, they are autocast in my casting rotation, which is fine. But there are some things I've taken out of casting rotation, like these two. Residual heroism. These are all my make sure I don't die things. As this is as well, it's a really nice heal. Oh, anyway. Yeah, it's a really nice heal. I do have it in the rotation. I may remove it later, but that's fine. Also did a quest. See how this is slippery here? An oily wall. There's actually, you could see, yeah, so you can just see it there. There's a torch right there. And you go get that torch, and then you can right-click on this wall. And that's how I actually got up in that area. You just right-click and then use the torch to burn the oil. And for a short time, it burns the oil. And it's just an access thing that you have to refresh. There it is. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, it's just a access thing. You always keep the torch, but you have to after a while the oil refreshes itself, and you have to deal with that. All right, cool. Orsus monolith. So, runes appear to be deep enough. Okay, basically it's saying that these runes here have are deep, and then you put in, square peg round hole, square peg square hole, and you just put it in the right shape. So Orsus. And you can't put it in wrong. You just have to go to the right. I'm sure there was something, because it did say that you had to put it in right, but this is my next quest. Dawn Grub. But Dawn Grub happens to be the most important meal. Hey, here's everyone. Happened to this place. It's a mess. It's been very for ages. The citizens seem to have risen in an undead state. My favorite state. It's worked out for me well, but hey, you're not dead, are you? I'm not dead. Made your way through all this mess, ask me something? Great to hear it. Haven't gotten an inquiry in quite some time, but first I need to have my dawn grub. Find some dawn grub, and I'll gladly answer your questions. Alright, frightful feast. Spoiled age ago, you think? Fantastic. I can taste the spoiled residue already. Used to spoiled food in this section of the city. I found a feast on dog grub. Oh, feast. And he gave me my runes back. Isn't that fancy? Oh my god. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these Zoda and Tall runes. This is just spam is what it is. It's spam. I'll make sure that I don't Zoda, Zoda, Zoda. Lect is fine. That's a good one. Tall. I'll keep a Zoda and a Tall. I mean, obviously, I don't think we're going to need more than just one of each. The spelling bee challenge is not going to be crazy, and this one is. Okay, so that's fine. This is elect. That's fine. Let's put that up there. And man, just lots of stuff in these zones. Lots of nice, good loot. But sometimes you just gotta dig through it all. What a boring set of gloves. That's terrible. What does this look like? Boring hat. There wasn't a lot of good stuff. The one good thing about the wardrobe setup is that you can actually wear things that are not for your class. So that's good. So like I can wear, anything that would be read normally. So that really helps when you want, like for me, I always wanted my warrior to have a nice hat, because the warrior hat is stupid. The big paladin hat is dumb, but I wouldn't mind a nice flashy rogue's hat. You know, for something for my character when we go do our hat quest in the next expansion. So that'd be cool. Or in like the Barren Sky, or the is it the Barren Sky? I don't remember. All right, so grub. We're looking for grub. I'm not gonna waste any time playing on this. All right, so scored a bucket of spoiled meat here, spoiled wine, eggs, coffee, soup, cheese. So we'll just look on our thing here and spoiled. All right, wine, meat, cheese, coffee, soup. Okay. So it looks like I don't know what spoiled food would look like. I'm sure it's all random. Wait, what is this? May your family always drink near the source. All praise the cooking or something. All right. I wonder if it's random and they just show up now that I'm on the quest. Yeah, there's the torch, by the way. It's in there. I think there's a quest that has a nice scythe in here that looks pretty cool. If I remember what I'm doing here. Yeah. Another rune of Tall. I don't see any spoiled food. What does it even look like? That's the thing. All these things are usually, they're like right in front of you. You just don't see them because you're not looking for them. And then suddenly you figure out what they look like and you're like, oh, they're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. Alright, so what we're going to do... Oh, very nice. Alright. What we're going to do is we're going to look... Okay, so here is a bucket of meat. Meat. That is... Oops. Spoiled bucket of meat. Well, that's not a bucket of meat. That's not a bucket of meat either. Is that something? That's an unusual object, but it's not a spoiled bucket of meat. Alright, not really a spoiled anything. My initial DPS has gone down considerably with that. I think the refresh time on those skills are not fast enough, so yeah, we'll knock this back down here, and that's fine. I've actually even got a few more quests before it. Alright, here's a thing. Spoiled cheese. Okay. Like I said, I mean, now that we found one, it'll probably be easier to find all the rest of them. And But I'm sure they look different. Unless they all just look like that, and then... Alright. Yeah. Just die. Lots of stuff going on down there. Don't really want to head down there unless I absolutely have to. But I may absolutely have to. I wonder, like, how rare is what I'm looking for? And can it be tracked, actually, is a good question. Well, if it can, that's definitely not it. Sometimes it can be tracked on the other side. No. Yeah, nothing. Alright. There's a harp. Wonder what that harp's about. A bucket of spoiled meat. Spoiled peacock eggs. I wonder if perhaps there are more on the first area. Let's make sure there's, like, say, not one where I found the last one. And it was just a random spawn, and that's one of the spawn areas, so... I don't see anything here. That's... okay, that's some sort of grave right there for somebody. So those are obviously something else. Whoops. Those jugs and whatnot, so we're... that's fine. Let's see, what is this? Poof. Explode. Yeah, I'm really not finding anything, which is really crazy. Like, usually they're not that hard to... These... oh, okay. Spoiled meat, here we go. They do look different, so I'm not... I'm just looking for something out of the ordinary. And not necessarily looking for that kind of stuff. Alright, so... so there was a pot Okay, so the meat was where it should have been. There. The cheese was not really where it should have been. Maybe. Not really, no. Just in that general area, I think, probably. Coffee, soup is supposedly over here. Okay, there's no soup over here. Let's go look for the coffee where it's supposed to be. Oh, oh, oh. Soup. Awesome. Okay, there's soup. We're making it. We're figuring this out. Maybe it just took time to kind of appear. That might have been the problem. Alright, we're gonna kill everybody right here. Alright, so coffee is supposedly over here. We also need peacock eggs. They're over here. And wine. That's on the edge of that. Alright, so nothing is over here. So that's fine. We won't even venture over there. That's not anything. Really. Oh, here we go. Peacock eggs. Okay. That's a thing. They're starting to be where they're supposed to be. Yep, spoiled peacock eggs. Alright, so the coffee should be over there, but the wine, you know what? There may be an order to all of this. Perhaps. Funny thing is that all of my spells do extra damage because these are undead. Alright. Oh, you know what? There's a possibility that the wine I am seeking is actually on top. 17, 10, and I am 15, yeah. The wine I'm seeking apparently should be somewhere up here. Would not surprise me to add some sort of difficulty to finding them, you know? Other than just stumbled upon them. So what we're gonna do, and you can see the oil slipping down there. So we burn this, and the burn, you know, once the fire goes away, we can start climbing that wall. Alright, and there's a shiny up here. That works. There's more shinies. Oh, nice. Very good. Oh, nice. All different sorts of mummy wrappings. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I know this quest is supposed to be difficult, but it's a little annoying. Alright, cool, fun. Hello. Okay. That's interesting. There is cheese in a place that I did not expect there to be cheese. That opens up all sorts of different possibilities about the whereabouts. Whereabouts were his whereabouts. Yes. The whereabouts of his whereabouts. Yeah. Alright, I'm looking for coffee. Wonder if maybe it's out on that ledge there, perhaps? Soup. Peacock eggs. Meat. Divine Sacrament. I need wine and coffee. God bless. What does the website say? Coffee. On the narrow protrusion out from the roof, easy to miss. Oh. You're right. Very easy to miss. Okay, so they're actually... Oh, there's two different places they could be. It's just an either or. So the wine, on a narrow ledge, 2/3 of the way up the building. Or at a thing. Okay, that's fine. So the wine... Well, at least it's got a place, and it's at a place. But it looks like if you take long enough, it goes to the other place. On a ledge, 2/3 up the 2/3 up the way of the building. Oh, for fuck's sake, go away. Why? Is he not? There's just a lot of them. Okay. 301, 417. I really do wish they put this shit on, like... Alright. Let's say 417. Sorry, spoiled wine is... Yeah, 301, 417. Alright. 301 is... 301 is about here. 417... Yeah. Okay, so that's that one. And it's 17, so that's going to be... That's up on top of the building because this is -10. And that's positive 17, so... Yeah. So it is, in fact, on... There it is. It must have been in the other spot, yeah. 3/4 up some sort of building. Just like the cheese was. Alright, spoiled wine. Gotcha. Alright, let's get these provisions back and get through here, because this is one of the sillier parts of the quest, but we are rather far through it. You know, we're not gonna. It's not gonna take forever to get through at this point. And unless the prismatic weapon is any good, which it seems to be, like this. Sorry, this prismatic weapon, not that one, the one that I put in the wardrobe, was actually rather. If you look at my stats here, this is the next tier up, super rare. You know, stats and stuff like that, and it's got 6-second delay with a 318 max, 63 to 318, 63.6 rating. And we're looking at the end of, still on the first expansion, level 50, about 12 levels ago, on no expansions, best weapon in the game kind of thing. And we're looking at that. I mean, the primary attributes and the stamina and stuff like that are actually rather close. Obviously, the damage is 100 lower, but the prismatic shard is intense. That's 613 to 1038 back in the day. Look, excuse me, my thing doesn't even do that. I mean, it may be on if I crit both, sure. There's 2 chances of a crit on there, so if I crit both, that's good. And then my rune peeling goes off, but like, that's an intense weapon right there. That would have been insane. That would have been the best thing running back in the day. That's, I mean, it's still a good weapon. Oh, whoops. Here's your feast. Thank you very much. I'd share this with you, but seeing as you're still living, it would just go to a waste. Now, what's that question of yours? Can you hear your silent city? A living tomb. I know where it is, but I can't tell you any longer. As we can see, the Aketians are no more and have direct Aketian. Or to direct Aketian, since they are none. Or that it's in my contract. That my contract is to only direct Aketians, but I can. There was once a large stone tablet that vied for my position many times. It was a map of swords later on. Maybe you'll spot it. Stone map. Alright, well, you're fucking. You're kind of useless. So, alright. Yeah, alright, cool. Done. Finding my way. Talk to the custodians. Talk with the custodians. Oh, the serpent. Alright. That's completely not what he said. He said that there was a stone tablet that vied for his position. Maybe we'll find that here in a minute, but currently, or a stone pillar or something like that. Currently, this is just it's a wall That is not a map. There's a harp here. This is just Angel Harp, but a match benchman doing from. Oh, in the snake pit. Alright, well, never mind. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, well, that was fun. Hello, you. Come over here. We're big group hug. All hug together. Figure this out. Lycinda? I feel like... Hello. You? Ferritol? I feel like I've met Lycinda before. That's just a thing. This is a stone tablet that's fallen over. This is an aqueduct. That's what that is. Alright. Here we go. There once was a great directory. City directory, map of location for the city. Damage from destruction of the city, but you can make out the section that appears like the ruined district. Surrounding the section that represents the district, there appear to be barren slots once held. Tablet of the adjacent districts. If you had these, maybe you'd be able to plot course of rural districts. Huh. Leggings of the Dark Mother. Those look like hot doo-doo. That's missing. Just hot garbage. Hello. Just random zombies in the wall? What kind of shit is this? Alright. What do I call it? The residence district. Alright, well that's going to be play the harp. So that's what that is. I need to call them for dun, dun, dun. Play the harp. Bruh. Look, pets. Alright. This says read the fine script. coal on. I'm sure if I needed a group to go through here, this would be, I would probably need all of that time. Plus more. Another custodian should be down here maybe. If not, I can track it via there it is. Yeah, super easy. There we go. Oh. Alright. So what we need to do now, hop down her, and restore the Great Directory. Gotcha. Oh my god. Okay. Now that original thing that I needed to put the pieces into, I need the pieces again. And I need an Ursus. I'm going to need another Ursus thing. Luckily, I've killed a ton of these guys. Mummies here. Got an Auk rune. That's good. That's a good start. So we'll go ahead and kill these because they're super easy. Tall rune. What I don't need is another tall rune. Gonna go tall Zoda elect. There's a far rune. There's another far rune. I'm gonna keep that actually. Dukkan Ak tall. I don't need another tall. Alright, so we've done that. So we talked to the custodian. We've cleaned up a little bit. We've, yeah, done all that. Now, lots of essence of insolence and things of that nature. I'm going to be tossing these into the guild, things so that the younger trade skillers want to make some skills or something like that. They don't have to buy them because sometimes they just get stupid expensive on the. That's really what I'm here for. Is to. Obviously, I'm not going to use hardly any of this for very long. If I do use it, it's not very useful to anybody else. But I get a lot of excess, and that's I'm going to put that excess to work for anybody who wants to follow after me. Oh, nice. There are a few. That's another thing I'm doing. Getting all of these. I want to eventually, and I'm not making it a I must do, like, it's another power rune. Hello. To crit raw. To crit raw. Alright. Oh wow, that one. Scarab amulet. Here. Interesting. Okay, this one's a lect Orsu tablet in the Living Tombs. This one's actually a lect and it's not the Orsu tablet. Which is good that I've looked at that again. Because, oh my god. Yeah, is the Orsu one also that one guy that wouldn't tell me anything? Alright, here I am. Orosu. Oh, there we go. Orosu. Here we go. Ah. Okay. That actually is for a different quest. Select a makeshift grave at the end of the road. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I should probably read these through. But yeah. I did actually see that grave and go, that's kind of important, isn't it? I'll tell you what, Best Buy's getting a lot of advertising on my thing there. But I did just go to Best Buy today, and I got a new monitor, and I spent like, honestly, I got a new keyboard, I got a new monitor, I got a bunch of cables, and I got some a connector so that I can rig up the monitor on my thing here. Words are hard. Yeah, but I want double monitors on my. Oh, nice. There are custodians now, just randomly, because I summoned them before. Oh, yep, there we go. It does get clickable. Yeah, but I got it so I can set up my laptop tomorrow because my laptop has the Type C that I was talking about earlier. And went ahead and got that set up. Alright. Makeshift grave. Created and buried recently. Tracing the map. Found a map that may give clues on how to reach the rural district and find the Yours Solday. Same with the map. Default. Oh. Go to the highest tier of the Tower of Kuldan. West of the Tower of Kuldan. Follow the aqueduct northwest from the Tower of Kuldan. Search east of the aqueduct that enters the priestess court. Okay. Well, this is Tower of Kuldan. This is actually the highest tier. Oh my god. Cool. Dan. The following is Temple of Cool next to the harp. Oh, you know what? Yeah. That does actually lead over there. And this other quest, or the fire thing, is actually kind of just a shortcut that you can kind of just get. But actually, the real way, apparently, is... Oh my gosh. Just... There we go. The real way is here, so that you don't have to jump across. Accomplished Madrid. Merid Hunter. Looks like Madrid Hunter. That's distinctly specific. Okay. There we go. Roof of Kuldan. So yeah, I guess you just have to fight through all these things. And if you don't want to fight through all these things... there we go. Follow the... okay, Aqueduct Northwest. Hello, you guys. And then there we go, Northwest. And then search east of the Aqueduct. Probably here. And... oh. Okay. Search east of the aqueduct. Alright, well this is the aqueduct. We are searching... easterly... oh. Did it want us actually to be... Oh, there we go. Varen Namar. There you are. Hello, Varen Namar. Z-A-D-H. Lect. Alright. So, we need a Lect rune, which we have. Okay, these are not. Actually, I can just get rid of these. Well, that fight auto-resolves. Because I'm super fucking powerful. And my mercenary is awesome. Hmm. Alright, cool. So his name is Lect. Lect. Well, I probably got all the ones I need. Alright, well that's done. Rune of Heck. I think I needed one of those actually. Z-A... Oh. Lect. Z... A... D... H. Heck. Yep, that's fine. That works. I speak for the God King. I am the record of residence. Do you inquire? The Tyrdal pilgrim entered the city for war. In the Yor of Soleil, the powerful urn, the lost goddess Anashisul to create the river of life. The pharaoh, in return for his sacred artifact, was granted refuge within the hidden city. He once dwelt within with his consort, the Ren priestess of Fire-Arun, and the Temple of Blood. Past. Temple of Blood. Huh. Neef. D-A-K-T. Course. Beneath the pools of Aket Aken, should Malconus ever wish to speak to the essence of his Anka, he need only activate the crimson switches of each of the 4 pools to acquire the organs needed to burn the magical sensor. Thank you, that's all I need to know. Undead censorship, that's funny. Censor of Orisdal and the Priestess Court. Okay, that's hidden compartment. There it is, Censor of Orisdal. Just... It was an interesting gag once, but bruh. Over and over and over again, just... It's good stats on these, actually. Alright. There's a lever somewhere. Hidden compartment. Down here? Here it is. Hidden compartment. Switches. Switches. Oh. This is a timed event. Alright, well, where the fuck are these switches? Switch. Alright, here we go. Switch. Okay, so they're on the tops of things. Maybe. Ah, you know what? Yep. Ha! You couldn't push it while you were climbing, but you can fall on it and push it then, of course. Tricky. That was totally by accident on my part. But I definitely made it look like I knew what the hell I was doing. Alright, cool. So, where are we at with this one? There's something right up there. Okay, up there, which means that we gotta get above here, which means that we climb up here. Yes, and then go up here and up here. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yep, that's for that one. And the rest, I think, are across the way there. So we'll just go ahead and just run for that. We've got 1 minute on the, honestly, on both of them. So we're going to get up close, make sure the buttons get pushed at least. Push the switch. And I think the other switch is... Nope, that one's already been pushed. But there is one... Oh, whoops. There's one there. Okay. Alright, you need to stop. Hmm. Five. Okay. I'm going to have to redo this one again. Actually, that's the first one. I've still got time to do... Yeah. Alright. Well, that's... whatever. Hey, that's another one finished. How about that? Well, at least I know what these are. Okay. Let's clear out some space here. At least I can do these again. Yep, see? I knew it. I was talking about those things that you had to push. And I knew that they were... Doing two of them at a time, I think, was a little ambitious. As we'll call that, ambitious. Okay, and then there's... yeah, just they're up here. You can tell they're up here, so... We're going to... I think they're up here. We're just going to get rid of as many. There we go. Okay, what is this? This is... There we go. That's one. There we go. And this is a platform. Ah, okay. Okay, interesting. The next one. Run through, grab everybody we can. Here we go. One upstairs. All right. It's interesting that that is actually not the switch that I needed. Okay. This is actually okay, so they're not actually all near the thing. It's just, okay, they've got a picture is what they've got. They've all got that picture on it, so that's what I'm looking for, the pictures that look like that. So that's one of them, but that's not specifically the one I'm looking for. Um, well, no, they don't have a picture. They don't all have the same picture, which is interesting. All right. Oh, stop it. Interesting. All right. Well, then what's on this side? That's A1, but that's not the right one. Okay, so that's a bow, but that's not. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing what I'm looking for. All right. There is a switch up there. The third switch. Okay, that's not it. Okay. Okay, so it says which quest they're for. So this one is Quainough. Okay, has so it's that one. It's an ancient urn. Has Piz. Okay, that's the one. It was up. Right. Let's do that one again. One of them's up there. One of them is on the wall there. One is there. So one of them's up here. It's not this one. Yeah, so that's Quainough. Okay, so this one is 1. Oops, here. Alright, so that's one switch. That's Quainough. Okay, there's a Quainough switch and there's a hack switch. I'm not even sure where the Quainough switch is. Perhaps down? Alright. There's a hack switch. Oh. It's not actually here. Wait, the fourth switch. I've found the fourth switch before. Because I was looking for the third switch last time. No. Okay. Ah, yes, the fourth switch is here. Okay, got it. So one up, yeah. That's right. Because the fourth switch is halfway up the climbable wall. There we go. Okay, so I knew where all of them were. I just didn't do them all at the same time. So, there we go. Okay, so take the Canupa jar. This one should be easier. Alright. So there's one up here. Yeah. For this one. Alright, the first switch is there. Alright, so there's another switch over here. Not really sure if it's up or what. I think, yeah, okay, it's here. That's a switch. Oh. And then the next switch is, where switch is it? Alright, so there's a switch. Somewhere. There it is. Okay. Hadn't actually seen that one. Okay. And the first switch, is, yeah, I know where it is. It's down behind that guy. There you are. Race block. There we go. And now I can get both of these canopic things, and I'm going to have to go back to the other two green pools and finish their quests. But, yeah, I knew that was the standard kind of go back and do, you know, right before the end, go back and do a quest that's going to take you through the whole thing, rigmarole again. There we go. Lid, take a canopic jar, yeah. Preserved liver. Alright. They're just gonna get preserved body parts and cook them up. Because that, nothing brings somebody back by cooking their body parts up in a sensor. Yep. Tell you what, nothing gets me up in the morning more than my body parts aflame. Alright, cool. I may actually call it here. Because, like I said, I do have to work in the morning. And, oh, it really is 1 a.m. Alright. Yeah, our time. That's rough. But I did get at least an hour of sleep, so that adds, it takes an hour back, because that's how sleep works, right? So it's like going to bed at midnight, sort of. At least that's what I'm going to lie and tell myself and say that I'm getting enough sleep. So that's fun. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get over to the proper area. And actually, I'm going to pick this up tomorrow. I think I kind of enjoyed doing the whole YouTube thing. And I think it's more me than Twitch is. I don't even watch Twitch myself, so I don't really know anything about Twitch. I do, however, watch a lot of YouTube. So we will pick up. Yep, see, there it is. And there's, though, I think the one that we fell into. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that one's not getting up. But anyway, I think the one we fell in to start with is the other one in the very first area. So, but that's all. I'm Antizark, and we will pick this up tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Alright. And stop stream.